Hello, and thank you for joining us for this week's edition of It's Your City. I'm your host, Cortney Bloomer. Today's episode is brought to you by Lone Mountain Veterinary Hospital in Carson City. If you have needs for pet care here in Carson City, Lone Mountain Veterinary Hospital provides the best care. They'll care for your pets as if they are their own. Our guest today is Rhonda Abend. She's here with us from the Carson City Classic Cinema Club. Welcome.
Thank you for
That's
having
a lot of
us.
C's.
It is a lot of C's. As an artist, we tend to do things a little backwards. And yes, in this case, I designed the logo first and then had to find a name to fit it.
Tell us a little bit about what the Carson City Classic Cinema Club brings to Carson City.
Well, we're a nonprofit organization. We have two missions. One is to bring quality, family-friendly entertainment to the community. But the heart of our mission is to help kids get involved and stay involved in the arts. So we have monthly film screenings, usually at the Brewery Arts Center, and we use those as mini fundraisers. And we get money together to help kids. We have a good relationship with the school district orchestra director, and when he recognizes a student who's having trouble paying their lab fees, which I'm not sure why there's lab fees for music lessons at school, but he calls me, we write a check, done. These kids need to stay in those programs. Parents shouldn't be stressing over a $25 lab fee.
Right. And so, in addition to screening classic cinema, which your name implies, this is a really great opportunity for community members who want to support the arts.
Absolutely. There are not enough arts in the schools. We know that, and there are countless studies that show the benefits of children getting involved in the arts on an academic level, a social level, even just improving their self-image. It gets overlooked in the school systems. And last week, for instance, I went to Mark Twain Elementary and I took a bag of rocks and I took a bag of paint and told the kids, we're painting rocks today. You wouldn't believe the enthusiasm. There were 60 kids, boys and girls, and they had a ball. They were asking for more rocks. They were just painting like it was their last day. It was just so exciting and rewarding to see that kind of excitement.
Well, the thing is, the kids learn so much from participating in the arts. Self-expression and confidence, and it gives them an outlet to really express their creativity and grow as people. Last week on the show, we had Wild Horse Children's Theater, and they're, of course, bringing live theater to kids in Carson City. But, you know, the involvement that comes with a live theater program, you know, that's a very intense experience for kids and might not be right for everybody. But the arts are important for every kid. And keeping that as something that they can participate in school and as extracurriculars is a great mission.
Well, and one of the things we'd like to do too is expose kids to different art forms and let them try their hand at different things and experience things that they might not have another opportunity. You could have an extraordinary photographer on your hands, but he's never going to know if he never has a camera to play with. So we're going to take different art experiences to the schools and let them dabble, if you will, in different things. And hopefully they'll find something that interests them. They could go on to have amazing careers, if not just a satisfying hobby.
Absolutely. What a great mission. So thank you all for bringing that. Tell us a little bit about the club itself, what you guys do, some of the films that you've screened, and what's upcoming that people can come and be involved with.
Well, the first few years we had no money, so we had to keep within public domain. As arts advocates, we're careful not to violate the copyright laws. And we want the artists to get their due. You'd be surprised how many good films are in public domain. But this year, we were able to afford public viewing licenses, and we watched The African Queen, Casablanca, Rear Window, and I'm already researching the next film.
What's the next film?
The next film on December 4th is called All Mine to Give, and it's a little known film, but once you see it, you'll never forget it. It's heartwarming, it's funny, it's sad, it's heartbreaking at the same time. I'll be handing out tissues at the movie. beforehand. And our members just voted on the films that they want to watch next year. So I know that includes Treasure of the Sierra Madre, January. We're watching Charade, His Girl Friday, An American in Paris.
So really some pretty famous films.
Yes, we don't, our definition of classic stops at 1970. So for our first Tuesday screenings at the Brewery Arts Center, we stay with that. For our outdoor films, we have a sponsor who has a different definition of classic film, so we go a little newer.
That pre-1970s time frame, that's sort of classic Hollywood. That
Absolutely.
was the golden age of movies. And I think there are some fantastic films made now, but a lot of those films, those were icons.
They were. They really defined the industry and the entertainment that, society has evolved, and they expect different things from Hollywood now. But watching those earlier films and seeing the creativity that they had to evolve without computers, they had to figure out how to blow up a building, or at least give the impression that a building was blown up. And they were so creative, it's mind-boggling sometimes. We just watched, actually we had William Wellman Jr. in town. His father directed the Oxbow Incident, and Westward the Women is the one we watched with him here. And he wrote and directed the original A Star is Born from 1937 and received an Academy Award for that script. So it's interesting to see the evolution. He just emailed me yesterday and said he saw the new A Star is Born and he approves. So that's...
There have been many iterations of A Star is Born. I think the one that's out now is the fourth,
yes.
The fourth one. And
yeah.
So Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga have some big shoes to fill.
Yes.
With some of those previous iterations, Streisand and
yes,
really...
and William Wellman Jr. approves, so I guess I'll go see it.
It's not classic, but you'll go anyway.
That's right.
It's sort of a classic.
It is. It's a classic story. That's right.
The next event is taking place on December 4th.
December 4th.
How can people come? Do they need to get tickets? How to become a member?
Admission at the door.
Okay.
It's open to the public. You don't have to be a member. Members get a special rate, of course. Usually we're in the performance hall at the Brewery Arts Center. The Wild Horse needs the theater that night. They'll be in Tech Week, so we will be in the Black Box Theater on December 4th. And the doors open at 6. I start talking. We do some trivia. We people can win candy for the right answers. And then we show the film at 7.
All right.
Popcorn's always free. Admission is $5, $3 for seniors over 55.
All right. Fantastic. And how do we become members for folks who might want to really get involved? Right
now we're taking members. Most people just at the screening say, I want to be a member. And so we just sign them up there. And the annual membership is $40. And that gets you a lovely ID badge. And obviously the opportunity to vote on the movies that we are going to be watching and to help us take our mission outside of the theater to the schools, either by sponsorship or getting involved. People can come with me to the schools or any of the events that we have. This summer we held the Back to School Bash at McFadden Plaza. We had games for the kids to play, and they were all given raffle tickets and prizes and school supplies. That was the main thing, was to get the school supplies to the kids. Each station had different school supply to hand out. We helped 270 kids get school supplies that they might not have otherwise gotten. And then we ended the day with a movie, of course. So there's always a movie.
Of course,
there's got to be a movie.
Cinema Club.
Yes.
All right. Rhonda Abend with Carson City Classic Cinema Club. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Cortney. It's been nice.
And thanks to all of you for joining us for this week's edition of It's Your City. Today's show was brought to you by Lone Mountain Veterinary Hospital, caring for pets right here in Carson City. If your business would like to sponsor a future edition of It's Your City, please contact Darla at the address shown on your screen. I'm your host, Cortney Bloomer. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.